how much money do you think there really is in IGN right now, just floating around? Like, do you think those CEOs are actually just raking it in like they're the monopoly man or something? Probably not.
A little bit of a breaking news, and it directly affects the video game journalist space, guys, as put out by Variety this morning. The staff at IGN has voted to unionize over everybody over there in San Francisco, which is pretty interesting. So IGN staff votes to unionize with News Guild and CWA. I don't really know what that means. So we're gonna react to this thing in real time here. IGN employees at IGN, the popular video game and entertainment media site, have announced that they are unionizing with the News Guild CWA labor union. The IGN Creators Guild consists of editorial and creative workers at IGN, which is owned by digital media parent company Ziff Davis. Ziff Davis has been around for a long time. The guild is currently made up of over 80 employees, with 87% of the eligible members signing union authorization cards. The union will be fighting for better pay, layoff protections, measurable steps that increase staff diversity, and more.
They need more deer people.
Mel literally laughed out loud. She literally laughed out loud hearing that.
Here's the thing: you can't have two of those at once, right? You can't have layoff protections and also increasing staff diversity unless you plan to hire a bunch more people, because otherwise you're laying off people to replace them with more diverse people, right? So those two don't work together.
I've seen what my colleagues are capable of, whether they're producing content around blockbuster gaming and entertainment releases, spinning up massive live shows around tentpole industry events, or staying abreast of the daily hum of pop culture and its constant reminder of what's possible when this many smart, talented people work together, said Max Scoville. Oh, not you, Max. Senior producer and host at IGN, in a statement. I'm immensely proud of this team and want the best for all of us. IGN is already an industry leader in entertainment media, but it's crucial that we ensure it also continues to be a bastion for the human beings who give it a voice. Oh my God, Max.
So do you know who Max Scoville is? It sounds like you do.
Yes, I do. I've talked with Max many times. I wouldn't say we're friends by any means, but Max actually worked at Destructoid a long time ago, and he's bounced around. I think he worked at Destructoid. He worked at a company called Revision 3, and now he's at IGN. So here we are. Wow.
So just a curiosity, would you say that he's hot?
I think that Max is he's like on white guy scale in video game space. He's like a 7.
Well,
right?
You didn't get the pun, did you?
No. Oh, Scoville.
Max,
I get it.
Max Scoville.
I like it. I like what you did there. I like what you did. It just took me a minute or so. Okay, so here's the thing. These people are going to get fired.
Yes.
Listen, this is it. Like, this is, mark it down. Here it is. IGN has been a mainstay in the video game world for 20 years. Today is the day that starts the death of IGN. And these people are doing it to themselves. Because in 6 months from now, 30% of this work staff is going to be laid off. Because how do you get money? How do you get raises? By firing other people. and then guess what? They're going to complain about they're overworked. They're overworked. Yeah. Well, it's because you fired a third of your staff to give you more money. Fucking imbeciles. My God.
Yeah. So if you look at the union they joined, has been in operation since 1933, and it was initially founded because you had like newspaper barons who were treating their employees like shit, right? And there's a general rule with unions is they generally come about for two reasons, and one of them is because you actually have an employer who's making a ton of money, and he's actually treating his workers like shit. And it is fair to say, hey, maybe we should give the workers a little bit more because like they're living on pennies while you're just raking in tons of cash. That doesn't seem fair, right? But then the other side of it is when you have an industry that is contracting, like online articles right now, and you're trying just to get more blood out of that stone, and it's not going to work, right? Because how much money do you think there really is in IGN right now, just floating around? Like, do you think those CEOs are actually just raking it in like they're the monopoly man or something? Probably not, because that industry is on its way out, frankly.
Well,
People. I mean,
here's
they said it 15 years ago. People were watching YouTube videos, not reading articles anymore. You know.
here's a tour of the IGN office. Let's just take a look at how oppressed they are and how downtrodden they are as you walk in and you see this mega corporation. I've been in this office as well in San Francisco, and you know, if we could all just say a prayer for our friends at IGN. Oh, this is back when Greg Miller worked there. Look at that. So you can tell it may be on fire right now because it's such a sad place, but. What a sad experience for all these people, and I hope that we can all find a space in our hearts to root for our friends at IGN as they make the worst decisions of their career.
Well, I got to say, when I was 21, driving heavy machinery around, I would have killed for a job like this, dude. You have no
Yes,
idea.
exactly. Like they're sitting there and their power. This is 12 years ago. They're sitting here playing with all the latest technology and all this shit. Like. It's oh my gosh, just drives me crazy.
Yeah. I mean, there's an obvious middle ground, right? Because you can definitely have employers who just treat their employees like shit and exploit them and then replace them, and it's terrible. And then you also have places like this where everyone they're basically like the beautiful ones from the mice experiment, where they're just living very very beautiful, glamorous lives, not understanding how good they actually have it. There's a middle ground there for sure. I mean, you ran a company, Craig, and you probably didn't want to rat fuck your employees into the dirt. They were your friends. You wanted to treat them well, but there was also
I literally sold my company so they can make more money.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
If anybody ever accuses me of that, go fuck yourself. They all got a check for $100,000. They all got a check for $100,000. I don't ever want to hear anything about that shit.
But it's the same with me. Like I have 2 employees at this point, and I don't want they're my friends. I don't want to ruin them. So
Right.
when necessary, I'll take a little bit less money so they have a little bit more because if they need it, right? Like if you're a good business owner, you do this. You actually treat your employees well because then they'll treat you well. And sometimes that means you have some amenities in the office, right? But you can go way too far with that. And I think all of these you talk about it at the start of the show. I think all the tech companies, they've all gone way too far with it.
Sure. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's me. And HG says they live in one of the most expensive cities in the world, and their move is to possibly jeopardize their jobs. Yeah, fools. God, what a bunch of idiots.